folks. So I have a question. So, if you were given the opportunity to die for someone you love, but they gave you this stipulation, at any moment you could say stop, and they would have to stop. How many of you would go all day until you die? How many of you would stop when they gutted you? How many of you would stop when they whip you so much in the back that all of your flesh is shown? How many of you would stop with a crown stabbed onto your head with thorns this thick, this wide or long, so that when it pierced you, people could see your skull? How many of you would quit for your one person who you probably love tremendously on this earth? I'm going to tell you today, Jesus did that for everyone, even people he didn't know, even people who hated him, who called him an enemy of the state. He went through so much for us. That's why we call it Good Friday, because of the love that he gave for us. Now, I would probably die for my kids in any way, shape, or form. But for a stranger, the percentage of me doing it goes down, if I'm honest. If I knew it would save all of humanity, maybe. But that's what Jesus did for us. At any moment, he could have said, stop. And 70,000 angels, mighty warriors, would have came down to earth and rescued him. But he went through that for you, my friend. He went through all that pain and suffering for you. Right now it's about 9 o'clock. I'd imagine they were probably dragging Jesus around, beating him, and all those things that I mentioned earlier is what he's currently going through. So I just want you to take that in perspective for the amount of love that he had for you. And understand, that's why we call it Good Friday. Although it was something he wanted and he knew he had to do, it wasn't good for him, but it was good for me and you.